Hi guys, well I've got a review for you this week. This is my first Hollywood Collectibles Group piece. Obviously it's the Predator 2 disc, the cut-in disc off the second film. First thing I'll go into is the sculpt and the paintwork, and then we'll have a closer look at the disc itself. Actually, just before I start, the first thing I'll mention, just a slight downside, is they don't ship them in an outer shipping box, so as you can see my box has turned up a little bit crumpled. It's not a major issue. I'm not big on boxes, so it's not anything critical, but I just thought I'd point it out. So anyway, the sculpt. There's nothing wrong with the sculpt on this whatsoever. It's a superb sculpt. You can't see any sanding marks in the sculpt. It's all nice and smooth. It's very well painted. Again, the paint finish is also excellently finished. It's very clean. There's no slop on there whatsoever. The actual disc itself is sort of like a copper finish or a bronze finish, if you like. And anyone who knows that bronze or copper or a zinc material, if it gets damp or wet, you get like a build-up of green. It's almost like a powdery green effect that you get on bronze and copper. And what they've done is replicated this on the disc itself as well. So not sure if you can pick this up, but it's almost like a dirt or a green finish in between the veins. And also, if you turn it round, you should be able to see that just around these sort of peaks or spikes. Okay, so moving on to the top section. This is obviously where you put your hands in. It's quite a wide grip that you've got there. So it's once you've got your hands in, and because the holes are so big, you can't really open your hands up to operate the system. You literally need to be, I think, a predator in order to operate the system. But again, the paint finish on this is immaculate. There's lots of colours going from a pale, like a copper colour, into a deep bronze as you go towards the middle, and then again you've got the a powdery finish of the green in the centre section. That's the battery cover. It's magnetic, so it just pops off, and you've got a couple of pencil batteries inside there. So hopefully you can see all that. Gives you a good idea. You've got the lights running inside these across the top, and you've also got them on the bottom as well. Turning around to this side, you've got all the veins, and this is where the lighting effect strobes from the centre outwards of the disc. And then on the website of this product, that they actually show a video of this thing opening up and working, and it has you believe that that these wheels are somehow intertwined or connected with the opening mechanism. That's actually not the case. It's actually freewheeling. They aren't connected in any way whatsoever. They do move independently, but you know, it doesn't work on any kind of cog system as you're actually opening the disc. And then moving on to the mechanism itself, again on the website, you know, it puts across this very slick, almost how can I say, it's sort of spring-loaded mechanism, and that's actually not the case. It's a very simple mechanism. It just slides open, you pull it apart, as you can see, and it's as simple as that. There's no springs involved, no slick mechanical system in there. It's just literally squeeze it apart. The wheels do move a little bit, as you can see, but that's basically because of the momentum of opening the disc up itself, but that's as good as it gets. And as you can see me opening it now, it's not smooth. As you can see there, it's very loose, and this is the downside of this disc. You know, it's not particularly slick at all. It's got a couple of rectangular pieces and then a couple of steel bars actually in the mechanism itself, but they've made it just extremely loose, so in turn when you try and open the mechanism, you know, it's not particularly slick, it's quite wobbly, as you can see from the side there. You know, it's all very loose fitting, and I must admit it was the first thing that I noticed after I got it out of the box, and I was a bit disappointed about that. Saying that, I mean, I haven't paid top price for this. I think originally when I saw this on play.com about 12 months ago, when I was interested in it, it was up for pre-order at £400 I think, and I think the recommended retail price of this was something silly like £500 or £600. So, and I would have never have paid that much, not only because I didn't really think it was worth that, but also the fact that I've got a few pre-orders on for this year. So you know, I was trying to save basically. So it was £250 off play, this was. So at that price I'm not disappointed. As I say, if I'd have paid full whack, then that mechanism, it would have really bugged me. But at £250, and the paint finish is superb, I haven't got any complaints on that at all. Another quick glance at the hand again. So there you go. It's a bit more interesting than just a simple frame holding the disc. So it's just the Predator's hand, and he's wearing a glove. And then just on the front you've got the embossed logo with Predator 2. As far as weight goes, it's quite a substantial piece. This alone, this stand alone is quite heavy, and probably weighs about, I'd say probably about 8 or 9 pounds. It's quite a hefty piece. And then the disc itself, I would imagine weighs about 4 pounds, something like that. So it's no lightweight system. It fills the part. If I had to rate this piece, I'd probably give it about an 8. Obviously it loses a couple of points because of the fact of that mechanism and how it's painted inside the area of that mechanism as well. And then with the blinds slightly closed, you can then see the strobing effect. And I think Hollywood Collectibles Group could have took a cheaper measure to this and just done a static lighting effect in these veins, but I think it's quite a nice touch, the fact that they've actually done this strobing effect and gone that little bit extra. You've also got some lighting around the edge, some static lights around the edge, and those are also underneath on the bottom edge as well. But obviously the main effect is the front and that strobing effect. Quite impressive. So that's the end of this review. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll come up with something else soon. Speak to you soon, guys. Bye.